Solaris for a different reason. They're really not comparable games at all.
Yeah, that's true. Stellaris gives me carpal tunnel in the first 10 minutes because there's so much clicking I have to.
How much have you? Oh, have you been playing? Do you play Solaris
I have
lately? A
played
lot?
it. No, I've played it
Where did you last play?
twice, and the last time I
Okay,
played was
because
3 months ago at least.
even in that time, it's had a major dramatic change to the game.
Wow.
However, if you are interested in getting into Solaris, that's a game that I know inside out as well. And on my agenda is doing something a bit like what you're doing here on this server for Solaris. And part of the things that I will be doing is crunching and cutting down all the excess micro for multiplayer. So
Oh, how do you do that?
easy.
With a patch?
Well, no, it's just even just with settings, we were already doing it. For example,
Oh,
there's a
nice.
habitability slider. Change the habitability to 0.25, and the game instantly becomes both more compelling aesthetically, and all of a sudden you have a lot less micro. Then there are one
Oh.
or two balance considerations, but those are also easily dealt with external rules. It's only lately that I opened Pandora's Visual Studio.
So, for example, like, can it auto pick best text or something?
I dislike there are mods that will
Oh,
that will
mods.
advise you on that I would personally ban in my games because I think
Oh,
that's yes. Why are you so disappointed? Learning how the tech card system works is part of the game.
that's fair.
Um,
I just remembered that being a very, like,
I suspect you just didn't understand how it
yeah,
worked.
I didn't know the game. Yeah, exactly. I haven't
Yeah.
played enough.
There are, but anyway, I was going to read your guide at the same time I did this. So the first.
Oh, you're reading and playing the game at the same.
I was going to try and do that, but as I said, this is very much YOLO vibes. I fully expect to be annihilated.
Mm.
Kindly, please don't. If you want me to come back, I'm not immune to
Mm.
being emotional.
Well, I can't declare war, so you don't have to worry about me invading.
Ah, yes, but you can't catch me out. Obviously, you're going to win it. To be honest, actually, if you keep me alive, I don't mind assisting you with your diplomatic victory.
Oh, diplomatic.
How many tiles do I want to be close to these? What are they called? Anomalies? Because it looks like I have some decent anomalies. Where's the Fitzy overlay? Da. What's interesting?
Haven't spotted any really.
Hmm. How can I capture all of them?
I love the roving clans because you can settle, like, you can change your settle spots anytime.
Well, I'm
That's sick.
well. I mained the Vodiani for the majority of my ES2 career.
Are they like that too?
Uh, yes.
Oh, nice. Ooh, Delvers?
So how do the anomalies work for their effects?
Um, you just need to settle next to them or on top of them, or build a district next.
And if I build a district on top of them, does that remove them?
No, go get it.
so I'm thinking I want to get as many of them as I can, quickly as I can, because I've got some really good ones. Someone else should get this start.
Summer.
Right, that'll do. Oh fuck. Oh, is that not you? I've already fucked up.
Oh. Get to settle.
Yes, I was too indecisive. I want to get all of them without losing any tiles. Obviously, it's far more detrimental that I have failed to settle on turn one. I'm gonna go for that. When should I go for my next settler?
You should.
In a moment, I'll open up your guide.
As soon as you build Mill Foundry.
Free Village Surgeon. It's a nice choice.
And what was my first building again?
Is my microphone okay? Is it too loud or too muted?
Yes, fine. Maybe a
Okay.
little bit loud.
So, hero assigned to governor. And if so, why? No, they're not. Then where are they? I find it interesting that your guide advises auto-explore, but again, my context is Stellaris, where auto-explore was for the longest amount of time fucking terrible.
Well, this game, Auto Explorer works some of like 70% of the time.
Okay. And I have to concede I've never auto-explored in ES2, or at least I don't recall. It's been a long time.
We've already run out of quests. Only turn. In this game, there's a limited number of quest slots in Arrow, and that's a
Oh, and they've all been assigned. Intriguing. I didn't finish my reply to the Missouri Volta Law thing, but I will do.
okay. Busy.
TLDR, yes. And I adore the endless law. What is generally the best approach to villages? Is it parley bribe?
Parlay.
Aggressive negotiations?
But it depends on the quest. If the quest something like
Yeah,
get 20 food and 20, or no, 12 food and 12 influence for 5 turns, I would
yeah.
kill them.
So basically, I guess it's the same as ES2. Check if the quest is easy to do or not.
Yeah.
And if so, do the quest, and if not, do another approach.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine.
Oh. Sad.
What are you playing?
But I think for necrophages, it's anyway better to destroy all villages
Oh well, yes, I would assume
to
so.
get food.
Yep.
Do necrophages have technology language square?
Ah, yes. Okay, good. Is the Altar of Vorga ever worth using when we get to that?
Altar of Origa. Oh, you need pearls to build.
I know, but I'm asking because like the specking into it, etc., is something that at least the people I played with, although they, of course they weren't
It's
playing
very
that
good.
much.
Yeah, you should do it. Excellent.
And after Mill Foundry, what?
I see the quest travel to the girl village with only a hero in your army. Is it difficult?
Which quest?
Travel to Garan village with only a hero in your army
Oh, to solo. Yeah. It's difficult, but you can do it if you have militia reinforced, or if you have some units to. So basically, what that means is you have to start the battle with a solo hero, but you can still reinforce and complete it. That's
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I found nothing of interest at this location. Chromatic Beyond Earth flashbacks. Sorry, I don't know why it thinks that that unit has more to do when it doesn't. So I just glance your guide and I see that you do. It is advised to do the kind of civilization thing where you try and avoid losing growth when you build your settlers. Which version of your Mizari guide is most up to date? Which link?
Um, the video is
Right.
more in depth.
Yes, but obviously I can't watch that right now.
Yeah, so that would be the best. I guess you.
Yes, but there are two different ones. There's one to that. I don't know. There's a Google Doc, and then there's the one to
Oh,
the link.
the Google Doc is like the first file I update.
Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Wait, did I set the wrong research? Yep. is volcanic. The quest text is really not clear. Produce at least 12 of food and influence. Does that mean food, 12 food, 12 influence, or total of 12 food and influence?
12 food and 12 influence.
They've opted for annihilation. In this region doesn't want to negotiate for now. Oh, will they only negotiate once you own the region?
Once you end, once you're in the,
Well, yes, once you own it, i.e., once you've settled in it and it's your region.
they usually would not negotiate after you.
Okay. That seems to be the opposite to what I'm experiencing when I've clicked on them and tried to parlay. Oh, why is that really going to take that long? Museum battles? Oh, people are going after wonders. I don't know the game well enough to pull off my usual tricks. If this were ES2, I'd already have an agenda to get all of them. Right, that's bizarre. Tried talking to them and they didn't like it. Oh, hello. Ooh. Yes, we shall have you. I assume you set anomalies to many or abundant or something, because they're all over the fucking
Anomalies
place.
are many.
Okay. Is that because you found that's the best way to attain a strategic balance, is to just have a fuckload of them rather
Yeah.
than try and limit them?
Yep.
Yeah,
And resource
fine.
time. It's
Okay.
normal or many. I prefer.
Yeah. I don't really play the base civs these days, but the last one I played was Beyond Earth, and I found that the best one was the strategic balance setting, which basically gave everyone a fuckload of strategics. But because strategics were so important to that game, there was really no other option. And it does play way better. Especially if you take supremacy. Mm.
EXE. Oh wait, he just got emeralds. Okay, I'm not sad.
Are they one of the best?
They're one of the worst. Least used.
excellent, because I have what's close by. Oh, is that? How dare you not want to negotiate for now?
Can't always.
Oh, sorry.
Hello. Let's be best of friends. First purification circle, very ominous.
Sorry, are you close to me?
I don't know. Who are you? What colour are you?
I'm pink.
Pink. Am I close to you? No, not really.
Okay.
But I would like.
I just
Well,
go into server region to roll.
which one?
To roll.
Because I quite like Korf, but aside from that, but that I can't can't see the name of the. I think you want the region
Yeah,
that ends in, the name ends in roll, but I don't see its full name. Is that the one you want?
on left of your marine.
Next to what?
Next to your marine on the north west.
It has the Urxes or Urses minor.
Yeah, Arsis.
Yeah,
Ursus.
I don't care about that one.
Okay.
I do want I would really like the one next to it though, to the east of it. Oh,
Hmm. Happen.
I
Okay.
not
Got attacked.
sure because yes, just before I managed to press settle.
Oh. Oh,
Now I do
retreat,
have
retreat.
yeah, I do have reinforcements, but I guess I'm best retreating.
Yeah, do not have a settler. Might end up generally.
Oh, good, and it's let me settle anyway.
Yeah. Settle at.
Do I need to reinforce that new city then? Or will they not attack cities?
They shouldn't attack cities as long as you have militia. Oh, but
Right.
minor factions will not attack cities. Only quest armies.
Fine. This day again. Right, yep. I forgot I can do that. Are the Volta/Mazari heroes good as governors because it's all science-ish?
They are pretty good, Governor. But it would be best in a city with lots of trade routes, or
Strategics. Oh, is
what
that
do you call it? Center for mineral.
okay? And is there any other way to get heroes in EL apart from marketplace?
There are certain quests that
There's no,
not,
there's no like other major way. No.
not a major
Fine.
is primary.
I can hear a theme from EST. Oh. Dear. Say, would anyone like to sign a peace treaty within the next 5 turns? is that Dorgeshi minor faction?
I have no idea. Who would know that? That'd be crazy.
Yes, and clearly be in your interest to disclose its location to anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah, sure. It's right beside blue.
Be nice if I knew where blue.
Is it right beside me? Or is that?
Is that you?
Oh,
I have no idea. I was trying to plant a target on someone.
I just said, okay, don't. Yes, fine. You know what's even better?
Mm?
mm-hmm.
It is. Probably shouldn't have said.
Oh, if it makes you feel better, it shares a border with purple too.
Yes. All I have to do now is figure out whether they were one that gave me a quest or not. God knows, I have no idea how to conduct a successful
I
attack
don't know either. If that makes you feel better.
on a manufacturing city. Like, how difficult is it
Hmm?
to like although yeah, to go and attack a manufacturing and assimilate them that way? Like,
Oh,
how much
it's
would
not.
you need?
Well, the
Depends on the
issue
minor faction.
is the fact that you have to rebuild the villages.
But if I go and attack them and kill them, I do get the assimilation bit, don't I?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
believe
can
so.
assimilate them. Yeah. The Durgeshi, yeah. And complete the quest that way. Even though it's 0, you can still 0 village.
I mean, the quest reward isn't that. Um, it's actually no. Come to think, it's decent.
It's decent. For 15 influence.
Hey Taurus, you can settle to roll. I changed my mind.
Where's the 15 influence?
15 influence cost of.
Oh right, yes, yeah. Sorry, I can settle what?
I changed my mind about settling to roll, so you can settle it.
Oh right. Fine, thank you. When my settler's ready, that's not my next location, but okay.
In another 30 turns, thank you.
Pretty much, yes. Who hasn't had orders? All right, it's you. Nice, got the orders in. Oh dear. So for automating, what's the best global strategy?
Meaning. Sorry.
Defensive, hold position.
Oh, the best auto strategy is aggressive. Or depends on what you're fighting.
It's
So
fine. It's they dead. No worries, that's it. Blind. I deserve 0 credit, but thank you. All I did was press offensive and then let them do the work.
Did I ever about this?
To not do it? Or
No, you know about it.
yeah.
What's this?
Consult the city before Empire plan your plan.
Right. That sounds a bit exploity.
One does.
If
Oh
it
dear.
makes you feel better, I didn't.
Most people.
That's quite sad. What? Why have you not thought to mod that out?
I don't mod. You mod?
Well, I mean, you've made an extensive patch thing. That's
Oh, I didn't
why I
make
made.
it.
Oh, right. Well, you're maintaining it.
No, I'm just.
Okay. Who does it then?
Leader enemy.
What? Oh. Oops. I think I've just. I'm confused. What have I done here? I literally have no idea. Oh well, great. Any way to heal units except by taking them back to garrison?
Stand next
Possible
to
to heal them.
watchtowers. Build watchtowers and stand next.
Right.
Oh, hello.
I assume you'll be wanting trade and so on.
First, though, we'll have
Well,
to get connected.
I'm busy with getting those built, so I'll move those up the queue. Check that I'm not anything stupid. Doing anything especially stupid. It's annoying. My quest wants me to do.
I don't understand why, but the Helix quest that says construct 2 more strategic. That one never tracks properly. It just like.
Oh. Interesting. This. A dust blizzard. Oh, we have a dust eclipse. Is that it? Oh, that's very cool. Effect for Volters. Extremely cool. I see why you were saying you'd be losing out without that DLC. The confluxes, are those only battle effects?
Yeah, battle effect. It can also give lower upkeep.
Yeah, I mean, for example, I see one that has +4 movement, but that's only going to be like if I stand on it. Does that like give me +4 movement for a bit, or is it just applied in battle?
It's both actually, on the map and in.
Interesting.
Oh. Wow, shit. I did not expect that.
What's just happened?
Nice.
Good.
That is. Because I have set CPs word 500. He might actually.
Is XE QTR?
Is he what?
In the game?
Yeah, he's.
So I think someone's audio muted in the voice chat.
Oh yeah, probably him.
So who's close to me? We've got pink and green and, well, light green. Not purple, though. Okay, so I don't have to be friends with him.
Sorry,
Hmm?
you told pink, and I then
Yeah, I'd like to be
understand
friends
what you.
with you, because you're relatively close. And you've already discussed expansion planning. I was just determining if I need to be friends with the one who's declaring war. And I don't really know what ardent mages do and what benefits you would get from any sort of diplomacy. I know that. So who did we determine that the Draken player was? Is that Neon?
I think that's Neon.
Yeah. But then where are you, Helium, on the map?
I'm west
And
side of
do
the
we need
world.
would we need roads connecting all the way through all the regions for trade?
Yeah.
That'd be quite difficult without a bit of assistance. Oh right, I need to be quick. Hmm.
So, question. I'm trying to like apply things to units that are already built, and it just isn't applying. Is that anything? Or do you need to like do it before they're built?
You can retrofit.
Hmm. It's just not letting me.
Are they in your own
Yeah,
control?
they're in my own territory. They're like even inside city borders.
Hmm.
Oh, retro. Oh, right.
Retrofit.
That's how you
Collapse,
do it.
might you?
No, it's just been a long time. I get it. I have to select the frickin' actual setup for them, do it there, and then retrofit them, not
Yeah.
edit them one at a time. Oops. Ah, that is an expensive retrofit. Jesus Christ.
Yes, I was about to ask. What do we do? Reload?
Somebody can just leave and rejoin.
Okay.
I guess I can do that.
But you'll be more familiar with it, so it should be more slick. There we go.
I'm surprised that we've been in sync this whole time. That's crazy. Thank you, Roman, for having stable internet.
No problem. It's just a wired connection.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get own wired connection.
I'd usually be more than content to host, but I don't have all the DLC. So I was no. Yeah.
Isn't it
Well,
on sale right now? The
didn't
game?
cover the part where I refused to give Amplitude any money.
I see.
Because part of the reason I don't have all the DLC is because I'm perhaps the only VIP ever who had the tenure discontinued.
Bro, can you not steal my dust while you're fighting me?
Well done, I approve.
Well, at least it was only
Although he's not on
100.
here, so I don't approve.
It was only 100, but my bankrupt. Guess that's the
Actually,
point.
well, yeah, exactly. I was going to say, is he playing Forgotten too?
Yeah.
Or yeah, correct gameplay. I'm sure they have some sort of weakness that you'll be aware of. Well, I mean, as in the faction itself, and
Oh, it says I have a high chance of winning. Oh, that's good. Oh, I might get carried by the Satsiki.
Yeah, I just got
Oh.
told I have a high chance of winning, and then everyone died. So that's
yes,
not
Classic.
always true. Turns out.
Classic.
it can't be like that.
But my Satsikis do have really good stats. That is true. Oh wait, I forgot. I'm so dumb. Forgot to market ban him the entire time.
Ah,
Jeez.
very nice.
Damn, just been keeping the grocery store open for him.
Yeah, I
Oh, well,
get taxed. Get taxes. Taxed.
Well, I found him now, but not you. Can I get there? No. Wait, what? No, that won't work.
Oh. Buy some more. That's some good damage. Oh, one shot! Wait, did I one shot? Was that a predatory? And Setsuki's are.
Got distracted. Oh, hello. Oh, the map works as wraparound, so if I go to my east, that'll be one way of getting to you.
Yeah.
Sadly, that's not my direction of... How well are things going?
Killing one of my. Did a lot of damage. Guess he'll win.
Will he win and eliminate you? Is it not on the interest of anyone else in this voice chat who's more au fait with military to
I think you guys will all lose.
Oh yeah. But
Nobody else
may
is
as
good
well-
enough to beat him. But just keep
Right,
playing.
That's what I mean.
Just
So
learn.
it's worth. It
Yeah.
would have been worth if anyone could get to you to save you, even in our interest. Right.
If you have peace tech, I'll take some dust. Like 5 more units.
I have just spent my dust, but if anyone else does, then they may wish.
No.
What else can be
I'm
traded?
this thing called cripplingly poor.
Yes. I can't really, although, depends how much strategics go for.
Yeah.
Because, oh dear. If I'd known it was that bad, I'd have made a beeline for you. Oh, we have a desync. Are we going to, does this game resync itself automatically?
Sometimes.
So, i.e., what's the protocol? And
Or we could resync sometime.
oh right, sorry, you mean you will leave the desync alone? Okay.
Do you think I need to resync?
Uh,
Well, no,
maybe
I was
next
just
turn.
asking that. I don't know the game.
Okay.
dear.
Okay, do I resync?
You can resync, yeah. Actually, don't mind being knocked out early, cause that means I have an excuse to spectate instead of play. I wanted to find time to make some cheeseburger. Can't while I'm
Do not talk about
There you go. Hmm?
Oh, now they complete the select quest after 6 turns. Having actually. Oh wait, it went back to turn 26. Oh,
No, I'm on 27.
oh, the game.
Is it?
Okay, maybe let's try.
Do you have
What turns everyone else on?
guys have an autosave of?
Yeah, I
Maybe.
thought.
Can you load that, please? I'm in a different.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
Actually,
problem.
yeah. Shit. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a problem.
A little bit.
Looks, you have to leave this
Or
lobby.
we can go back to.
Let's talk it
Because if you don't have one of 27, then we may have to go back to 26.
Does
Wait. I have one of 27. I see
No.
it right
I mean,
there.
but if you, Helium, do not have one of 27, but everyone else does, if it works
no.
anything like other games.
Oh,
But we could try the
26 is on.
first.
Okay, yeah. Let's try 26. Just so we don't f up any.
Of course, this could make it even worse. I don't know.
I hope not.
But we'll see. I mean, that was the desynced turn. I suppose that might mean that we really do need to make sure that
Yeah.
the resync is done on the same turn and it won't fix itself. Because it says it loads the save from the host, but it's a lie.
So these things happen because of autosave discrepancy or like discrepancy.
Well, I don't know if that's applicable to EL, but I'm conjecturing that it may well be
It
because it is
probably,
applicable to ES2.
yeah. Probably right.
So when we've really had issues fixing them, the most straightforward thing to do was literally to go out of the game and make sure everyone had the same save file,
Right.
and that reliably fixed it every time. But as I say, don't know if that's the case here. We'll find out, won't we? Oh no. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's fine, it's not an actual issue.
Sorry, I had to go deal with the fucking dog. Being a dum dum.
You can just auto this. Oh.
Oh dear. Well, there goes me. An assassin. Pretty much.
All right, guys.
Well, that's it. Okay.
He said has a headache, so he's probably gonna
Oh, that's.
It's leave a
after killing
menacing
me.
AI to deal with.
Why
Yeah,
don't you
yeah.
take over his empire then?
Yeah, you guys can ally up, learn how to fight against strong AI. Well, I say strong, but he's not actually strong because normal diff.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you take over his empire if he's leaving?
I could, yes,
But
but
why not?
I want to cook
Burgers.
cheeseburgers.
Power of burgers comparison.
Okay, if it
Honestly,
gets really bad,
respectable.
I'll go in and like sell all his units.
No, no, but I'd rather. The point is to make it more interesting and challenging and to have a player control it.
Oh, I see. I don't know. I think his empire is a bit much with mine combined into like if I played it, nobody would be
And
able to put up a fight, I think.
players still more interesting than AI. You could play in a way that
That's
you
fair.
don't play. That you don't necessarily have to play to win, or you could and then win
Or I could
very
just I
quickly
guess
while we try and stop you.
we could
Or
just
you could
fight but
play,
not really lose the cities.
or you could play in a way is like do some real politics and manipulate. I mean, that's just what I would do in this situation.
Yeah. Let's see how it goes. Maybe the AI is just gonna be really dumb and then like just
It's now it's going to be dull as fuck.
yeah.
Like my interest in playing will be reduced if the most powerful empire in the game is being played by an AI.
I see. Okay.
But that doesn't mean that the others can't carry on.
Well, let me cook these 2 burgers at least. And
Yeah,
then
we can carry on for a little bit like that.
yeah. I mean, you can continue. It won't take too long to cook these
Get
burgers.
yourself some burgers.
Mhm.
Sounds delicious.
Heck yeah, bro. I'll take a picture once I
Oh, I hate you for that, but also do it anyway. I want to see it anyway.
You guys know Sam's Club?
No.
The warehouse club in US.
Hmm.
That's where I got my patties and my buns.
I see. Alright, need to keep track of the time. Right. Actually, I also need to quickly BRB, but it's fine. I think it's taking its time computing the turn anyway.
Someone need to reconnect.
Well, I'm just going to BRB now, but
Ooh, are we stuck again?
Someone need to rejoin.
I can do it.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay, we need to sync again. What do you guys think about some coffee break?
Yeah, closing it and reopening it is getting old. So sure.
Okay, let's do this turn and then restart and make some coffee break.
Sure.
Starting a new game.
Hmm.
Reconnecting because out of sync.
I am back. Are we resyncing or anything?
Yeah, I was just doing this turn and then kind of just a break from it for a second, apparently.
Okay. As in, how long of a break?
I have no idea. Honestly, the
Right.
whole restarting and that is getting old because we had to do it a couple times now and it was happening last time too.
Oh, well, I think it's just a matter of getting more slick with it. Like, I've been hosting multiplayer strategy games for a long time, and there are some simple things that can be done to fix that. What we're doing this turn, right?
Yeah.
Is the current plan, right? So from just from the sounds of it, you played the game a while ago and then not played it for.
Oh, me, yeah. Yeah, I played it a bit with only AI quite a while ago. Had no one to play with, even though I
Oh, okay.
religiously tried to convince people to do so.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. In a similar situation. Well, I didn't play it at all actually, but didn't because I had no one to play with, and I found single player very limited interest.
Yeah, pretty much. So I played it a while ago for a while. It was fun. Ended up putting it down. And then I
Yep.
came back to it and I was like, I don't understand any of this, but I want to find people to play with again.
Oh well, you found some, and you found someone who doesn't understand any of it either. Well, that's not entirely true because some of it's transferable from other endless games, but yeah. What was I? I don't remember what I was doing with that hero. Whatevs. I'm just going to assume that these are the correct orders. No, they're not.
So okay, yeah, and this turn and I think okay,
What?
Yeah.
and take a small break, about 20 minutes probably.
Fine.
Okay.
Are we expecting Helium to rejoin us?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
And I might end up bowing out of this one because it's just already almost 1 for me, and I do have stuff I have to do. With all the like restarting and that, it's been going a little slow.
1 p.m. or 1 a.m.?
Unfortunately,
I
1
yeah.
p.m. I'm
Okay,
NA, Canada, oh Canada, you know.
Canada.
Though it does make me sad. No one will find Gilville.
I actually did find it.
Oh, on the ocean?
Oh no, I didn't.
It's like a
Okay.
random like piece of land that's attached to the border. You might have found fish stick where I
I found
settled.
yes, that's it. Because you were naming your. So well done. Because one of the things I've been trying to get my Stellaris players to do is actually any strategy video game is made infinitely more interesting and amusing if you actually use the fact that you can rename things.
Oh
That's
god,
true.
yeah. I
Like
only have fish stick and Gilville, but
right. Like, I mean, the first thing I did was more of an aesthetic thing. I renamed my capital to Mezar, which is the name of the capital planet of the Mizari Empire. Um, but in one game that I played many aeons ago, the sci-fi 4X masterpiece Sins of a Solar Empire, one of the people I was playing it with was doing their dissertation on Jerusalem at the time. So we always named one of the planets Jerusalem, and then although that planet wasn't necessarily any better than any other planet, it pretty much became the main contested planet in the game. And so we went out of our way, and the other players did, just because someone had managed to name a planet Jerusalem first. All this to say, well done.
it's just the fight for Jerusalem, but in space.
That's
Yes.
funny.
It's just such a nice way to add dynamic.
Oh yeah, naming is just fun. It's a small thing, but it's still nice.
Exactly, but you can do a lot with it. So
Oh god, yeah. Just play on the pity. No one wants to take Gilville.
well, if Helium's averse to take, I mean, is Exy staying?
I'm not
If Exy's
sure.
staying, that's fine. Then you could take over
You could,
Oh,
Raleigh.
oh yeah.
you
But
could take over the Morgar, but I mean, hey, that'd be like challenge mode for
that
whatever the fuck I
sounds
did.
that sounds
But
pretty
that's
fun
nice.
actually. Come back with
Yeah. And of course, as your
Then
first
just
act, you'll rename all of the cities.
yeah, and you can
Just
at me in
outside.
the chat after and just be like, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Why did you make these choices?"
Yep.
yeah, he's
Yep.
going to
All right.
Oh. Well, then I'm gonna go get some cleaning done, I guess, because should probably actually do that.
Right. Well, take care.
Aha joined
Thank
the
you for the
Morgar.
good.
Thank you for
Hmm?
playing. Thank you for playing.
Yeah, think it's fun when we can go through games without
Yeah.
restarting a bunch. But
Well,
this was
I mean, you can. I can make some proposals on how to streamline that, just with some best practices. But I also think the turn timers were too long. Even
Oh yeah.
yeah, those turns took
even
forever.
uh, even though I would have been at more of a disadvantage with a shorter turn timer, I still think they were too long for multiplayer by far. And then also, I do tend to find that EL runs quite slowly, personally.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. The difficulty is I would like to continue this.
Ew.
So are we gonna start a new lobby? Yeah. after the
Well-
break.
Well, if it's a new lobby after the break, sorry, I'm just thinking to myself. Because at some point I will need like an hour or two. And then I'd be around for the rest of the day.
I'm down for whatever you guys want to do. So
I will talk to you guys later.
Take care.
see ya.
Bye.
I think it's up to Neon and Nero, or whichever emperor they would like to be known as, and XE what they want to do. I know for me, I will have to go AFK for at least an hour or two at some point within the next hour, and then after that I'd be around all until late for me. So probably the 20-minute break and resume doesn't work for me anyway, I've just realised, looking at the time.
I see.
But I would certainly resume the lobby that we've just done when I'm back. But I guess depends what other people want to do. I don't really like constantly restarting saves. But you know,
Unfortunately, with this game, it's common.
well, yes, I know, but there's no need for it to be. In my, how do your 2v2s go? I assume that those conclude pretty quickly because it's a different setup.
Well, about the same length.
What do you mean?
Actually, in 2v2s, because you have an ally, the wars tend to be longer.
Okay.
Because it's harder for one team to snowball. Because you have to kill two people, not just one.
But I suppose what I'm getting at is, what is your track record of completing games?
We finish half of the time, maybe.
Right. Because my energy is limited, and even if it wasn't, I would be wary of joining games if there's a 50-50 chance that they just all don't end.
Yeah. Sometimes it's
I-
people leaving, sometimes it's people being defeated, or disconnect issues, whatever, the save file breaking. Could be out.
I mean, if the save file breaks, there's not much that can be done about that apart from the technical end. But if it's something that's can be dealt with by simply deciding to continue a game after people leave or are defeated, rather than restarting one, then I would err toward that. Even like, for example, in Stellaris, we have a rule if a player leaves, because we try to plan. I mean, when I was running it, as running a campaign over multiple sessions, so we would always know that we would be, we'd play for one day, and then we'd come back another day and try and get all the players back, and But if someone leaves and doesn't come back, then the way we dealt with it when it was last running was we had a rule that before PvP can resume, the AI empire has to be eliminated. And that's how we dealt with it. And it's extremely easy to do that if you're a player. So things like that, in order to avoid the constant restart. But we also had some constant restarts, and it's just not. Personally, I don't think it's enjoyable. Or we tried to convince someone to, if we had, say, 6 players, we lost one, but then we got a new player, then we would give them the option of loading it, hot joining as the one that we lost, and then I would, for example, give them time to look over what that empire looks like before they played. So things like that. as I said, I find the pace VLs quite a bit slower back in my ES2 multiplayer days.
Yeah.
We were able to quite contentedly complete a full game in like, well, the time that we've played today, even.
Probably because of
getting
the
all-
battles. Probably manual.
Yes, yeah. So that's something that's a bit different in it, but also, so is I don't know the game well enough yet, but I do think there are one or two things that could be easily ended.
Yeah, one is the battles. Two, it's the people, the people's amount of experience. And three, it's disconnects. And
Sorry, how does the amount of experience matter?
because if everyone plays fast, everyone would just end their turn fast.
What do you mean?
If you're good at the game and you know exactly what to do every
Yeah,
single turn.
but to me, I mean, personally, to me, someone who's not good at the game, I'd rather get more through a game and finish it, even if I'm being pushed to end my turns fast, than have lots and lots of time to make my turns and not finish the game.
I see. That's fair. Yeah. There's both
And that's how
types of. Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously it's going to be different for different people, but that would be my take. And I think also deducing from that Charlie, who had played before in single player and wanted people to play with multiplayer, they were also clearly discontent with the pace of the game. So I think even they probably, just conjecturing,
Yeah.
talk for them, would also have preferred, in general, that approach.
Yeah. Right.
So the person who did this community patch, are they on the active anymore? I assume they're not. Leader, enemy, boss.
Yeah. What about him?
Who is that? Are they on this server?
Oh, he is. Excuse me. He is not on this server. He is on the Amplitude server.
Yeah.
This server I created it recently, so.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think he even knows about this.
Have you? If I were you, I'd approach them and say, "Hey, my server kind of constituted around your patch. Maybe you'd like to join us."
Yeah. Probably should do that.
I would do.
I will do that later today.
Yeah.
I
I'm just
remember.
on the empty server because I can't. Yeah. The latest. I just don't have the energy to dispute with certain people who I have too many priors with. I was actually. Mhm. Oh right, sorry. I guess you don't know who I am at all. Right. I did. I am. I was, yes, in VIP. I was one of the. I think probably I had the quickest time from turning up to being assigned VIP, and then the only VIP ever to be deassigned as VIP. Yes, yeah. Well, because I did the role that was assigned to me, which was I consulted and advised on game design in the VIP forums, and the game designers didn't like it, despite the fact I was right on almost everything. And in the end, so over time, game developers are a bit precious, and I'm quite direct and candid. although I can be diplomatic, but even I wasn't able to overcome that. Anyway, basically, I spent a lot of time actually doing the work where the majority of the ES2 VIPs were just yes men, who did nothing and just made use of the fact that VIP gave them codes to all the Amplitude games, which I despised. You might be able to tell from my tone, because I actually cared about it, and so I did. I played the VIP build, I identified things that were likely to turn up as issues when things were launched, and then I gave the feedback to the devs about that, and then they shrugged, and then it launched, and those things turned out to be issues, and I turned out to be right, and then they made some edits, a lot of which looked a lot like what I'd advised them to do, which is fine. But over time, they got what? It's difficult to TLDR. Oh no, not at all. No, 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 no. It was. This is why now you may comprehend why I refused to give them any of my money, because in the end, I also got tired of them. And I decided to go quietly, as it were. Because I also was the author of probably the most prolific modder, and I had multiple mods. Oh yes, they did. So they did a program in the community when people were asking, "Where is Itarius and what about Itarius?" They shut down those people and deleted their posts. Anyway, just to get to the point, I actually could have made, because I had such a high profile as the author of pretty much the mandatory mod for competitive multiplayer and the host of competitive multiplayer, I probably, if I wanted to, could have been really complainy about them, but I decided to go quietly because I just didn't have the energy at that point. And then that would have been fine with me because I was content to move on. But then they contrived a reason to end my VIP status as well, which was just excessive, and it truly was contrived. It was over one thing which they'd misunderstood in one post that I'd written, and yeah, and it really was then. Well, it is in the end, but it's also to mine because they got a lot of my time and energy almost for not for the sure, I got codes to the games that I got. But then they also ended my VIP status, which was, well, all the other VIPs who did fuck all still have theirs. So which meant I didn't get any of the codes for any of the later releases. So it was just so egregious. But there you go. And a lot of my edits and things from my mods made it into the base game, FYI. So, well, I I do, yes. He does, yes, and he wants empathized, and however, he is defected in my mind. Are you streaming, by the way? And is anyone watching? Oh, fine. Yeah, in my view, I mean, he is a. Are you close or friends or anything with him? I mean, by all means, I wouldn't want to derail because that's the best that they have because I'm not there and I'm not going to be there. I did actually because he DM'd me around the time that the Amplitude had hired one, him and one or two others, who are basically I'm the progenitor, and I was going to, in a contractually compliant way, advise and consult. However, he's also a bit of a, he and I didn't get on, and because in my absence, the what's it called? The ESG became the main mod, and I disagree with a lot of that mod's design. And I would say that yes, Amplitude has gotten around to at last consulting the leading players who are in the kind of modding space to assist them with the community patch, but they are not who I would choose. However, it's all that they have, so I wouldn't. If you have any interest in ES2, then by all means do communicate with them, etc. They'll. But one of the that's lame. It is because ES2 is still. I still have a lot of affinity for it, and it's on the list of games of like recently. Because the Endless Lore I adore, and I adore that you know Amplitude. The main thing it does is asymmetry. Yes, there's asymmetry in EL, but it's not. It's nothing close to the level of asymmetry that you get in ES2. Um, what do you mean? Oh right, well then that's something you have to understand about ES2 is that the only reason that is that you are playing a campaign mode game, but you actually have a lot more control than people realize. And I know that inside out because what was the first thing I did? I made the combat balance mod. Yeah, I get your point. But there's a lot more into it. Like, but so I don't ever watch battles unless the only reason I would watch a battle would be to go into the like tactical overlay view to check how it had calculated. So nobody watches battles in multiplayer. But you can get that data anyway from the results screen. But it's a good way to teach people how the system works. For example, is to tell them if you don't understand why this battle went this way, watch the battle, but watch it in that view. But so you actually have a lot more control than it looks like. And it's a really innovative system that's just clearly not well marketed. And it's also a shame that they design such high resolution, compelling 3D models that you don't really see, because there's no point. But if that's one of the things that deters you, and you ever want to learn how it actually works, then I would certainly allocate time to. Yes, I can't do a lot. I can't. Yeah, that's true. EL is way more immersive in that level. Yes, it's a lot more board gamey, but I mean, yeah, I mean, it depends on what you care about. If you care about really atypical gameplay, it has some of the most of any I can think of, and I even enjoyed the base game despite really for actual balance it requiring lots of mods. It's still compelling. Certainly if you've not been through all of the factions and the main quests, then there's a lot there. But yeah, your point on the immersion is something that I also dislike. The point on the combat, I think, is just maybe a bit lateral, and also it's a good point. But the system is just a lot deeper than it looks. And you have personally, I think it's it's a system where you have lots of control once you start to understand it. But the game doesn't really teach you that at all, and the majority of people have no idea. Well, I haven't touched it because that was after I was no longer VIP, and I'm not so I don't know. I still wouldn't do that. No, no, I've not once done that. No, and to be honest, it doesn't appeal to me enough to do that. Like if I'd still been a VIP and I got access to it, then I might have played it once or twice and see if it captured me, because they always like a new competitor for the leading whatever. Like for example, one of the main things that does appeal to me in EL is, I think I said already, was you have a lot more agency over combat. It resolves, in my view, one of the main issues with Civilization, which is combat is too. So, humankind trying to do some things that would in theory appeal to me, but also I don't play Civilization these days, so it wouldn't be high on my agenda. Well, yeah, I think that was the view in the end. Well, yes, there's some behind the scenes politics on why it was humankind. Yes. Yep. Yep. Uh-huh. Nope. Nope. And they should have just done EL2 with the mechanics of humankind or whatever, or they anything. I mean, like Endless is a compelling IP. Slow Hands, who writes all of it, is phenomenal. And I think a lot of people. Oh, it's Slow Hands. So he actually even replies in the lore channel on Amplitude. I was actually based on the Mazari thing earlier, which got me thinking about how the chronologies work. I was actually going to return the Amplitude Discord and mute everything except that one lore channel. You might actually see one or two times in the past, if you scroll up, where I've gone back and written something. No, he even did some videos on the YouTube. Like Endless as an IP as well is just so.
Sorry,
I don't know if you were listening. I said I would rejoin, but I can't rejoin now. It would have to be an hour or two from now for me. I was waiting to see what other people were going to decide to do. Because at some point, as I said, I have to go away for an hour or two.
I created new.
So if you would like to, if you want to play now, then by all means play without me. And if it's still running by the time I'm back, then I could always come back and if my person or take over in Empire and try and play it. Or I would be around in an hour or two, depending on when I leave. But yeah, if you didn't know, if you're into the endless lore at all, then yeah, it's go and have a look at the lore channel, and then it's almost. I think there are. I think there may be more than one writer actually at Amplitude, but he's the main. He's the lead. And you'll also see him talking about when people ask, you know, what's the chronology of the games. It's deliberately opaque. It's deliberately ambiguous.
Okay, then will you play on Forgotten? I don't mind if you want. Okay. Hey Charles, do you proceed?
Did you listen to anything I said, or did I say too many things at once?
Sorry, it's hard to understand you.
Can't join now. Yes, go on, translate.
Okay.
It would be an hour at minimum. It's more likely an hour,
Okay.
call it an hour and a half or 2 hours. But then after that, I have endless time. But I'm more than content if you all want to carry on playing now, as I said. I should actually probably head off, and then I'll be back later. And if you want to chat about anything, Helium, if we don't end up playing, then we can talk about. Well, I don't, so I'm not going to talk more about that. Unless you have direct, closed questions, treat me like ChatGPT, and I can give you concise answers. I'm not re-entering that. If you want to know the dark arts of ES2, like how combat actually works and tactics guides, then I will talk about that now. What was that? Yeah, yeah. I was talking about that. There's no need for that. Ah, yes. Yeah, yeah. Yes, so I alluded to that. Someone who didn't ever really care for competitive play, whenever they joined games, they have some kind of disorder because they couldn't not use their own code inject thing in order to get some additional controls that they shouldn't have had. So, no, we were not. It's a different person, but I'm not going to disclose who that is because there's no need. Because, as I said, they would have no interest in joining multiplayers. Anyway, I'll be around later. Take care.
And what about Shayali? What about Shayali? Okay, so I may leave it to AI. So eventually, what time we continue? In 1 hour or it's one. Okay.